Hey YouTube, I am back with like I said before, another 10 CDs to show. Just random shit that I bought in the last couple months. I had a little bit of time before work, so I figured I'd make a video. Like I said, 10 CDs. Nothing here is gonna blow your mind or anything, nothing rare, but fuck, I'm gonna show it anyway. Starting with number one, if you've seen any of my videos, if you've seen many of my videos before, you'll know that I'm a pretty big stand-up comedy fan. I feel like it's kind of a dying art these days. The kids nowadays barely even fucking know what it is, and that's sad. So what we have here is one of the, I liked this guy as a kid, even though I wasn't allowed to listen to him, but I did anyway. Sam Kinison, Have You Seen Me Lately? It's a classic. I don't feel like his comedy has aged as well as, at least as much as I liked it as a kid or a teenager. It's still pretty fucking good. No offense to Sam. I mean, he's no Bill Hicks or, he's no David Cross or anything like that, but still pretty fucking funny. I mean, come on. Let's not pick on the guy. Remember him for the legend that he was. Next up, we have the most recent Moonspell album, Extinct. As I've said before, I like Moonspell a lot. This is like, I don't know, some kind of special edition. At first I thought it was metal when I got it in the mail. It's really fucking thick. It's I don't know what it is. I think it might be cardboard covered metal. It might be metal, I don't know. Fuck it, whatever. But yeah, man, it's pretty sick. It's a double disc. Oh, it's got like a bonus DVD, I guess. It's got a built-in booklet type thing. It's got some really, really fucking cool artwork. I'll show you just an example. So yeah, it's pretty cool. This album, man, I fucking hated it at first. I don't know why. It's pretty goddamn good. It's got to be like their most, I don't want to say poppy, but it's their most use of clean vocals in a while at least. It's almost all clean vocals if I remember correctly, but the songwriting is very much intact. It's quite a good album. Enough rambling about that. Now we have a band who I liked as a teenager. Never really delved into too much. And as I get older, I kind of broaden my horizons a little bit. So we have Pink Floyd, Wish You Were Here. I only have this and Dark Side of the Moon, which I love both. I'd love to get more. Definitely love to hear more Pink Floyd. I grew up hearing them on the radio, of course, like fucking everybody else, but I've had Dark Side of the Moon since I was like a kid, and for some goddamn reason I never bought any other stuff until this year, further than Dark Side of the Moon. Next is another band who I debated whether or not I was going to show in my videos, but come on, I'm not going to pretend that I'm all about, all I like is fucking Dark Throne. Everyone has other interests, kind of like something to listen to when they're not listening to metal. I know I do. I like to have, my non-metal, go-tos. I don't like this band as much anymore, but I liked them a lot in my, I don't know, mid-20s. And that band in question is Muse. This album is, what the fuck's it called? Origin of Symmetry. I picked it up really cheap, and I hadn't heard this one before. I've heard most of their other albums, if not all of them. I guess I don't like them as much anymore. This album didn't do much for me. And I've kind of sampled some of their last, 2 or 3 albums and didn't care much for them, but I do like some of their stuff. So yeah, fuck it. Now we have another classic I never owned until this year. I'd always heard it a bunch of times. This is kind of a shitty reissue, I gotta say, but it's SOD, Stormtroopers of Death, Speak English or Die. If you don't know who SOD are, they're kind of a crossover band with some of the Anthrax guys. This came out, in the 80s. I think it was the 80s. I'm not that knowledgeable on this. I listened to Anthrax a lot when I was a kid. Don't like them anymore. But this album is still pretty cool. I picked it up because fucking why not? It's kind of a shitty made digipack. You know how digipacks are. I'm sure after 3 years this thing will be just fucking falling apart. I wonder, they haven't made digipacks for really that long at this point. I really wonder, how they're gonna stand the test of time. I already have CDs that are, 20 years old. I can't imagine a digipack lasting 20 years, but whatever. They're making so many of them now, it's kind of frustrating. Next up, we have another Moonspell album. It's their last album, Alpha Noir. It's a very good album. I like it a lot. I think I might like it better than Extinct. And also, Alpha Noir, I didn't like it at first. When I first heard it, it really fucking grew on me. And I don't know why. I listened to it the other day, and I thought it kicked ass. So. Now we have another band who I've been just kind of slowly getting into for like the last 10, maybe more years. Every year I kind of listen to a new album from them. And that band is Yes. This is their first album, the Yes album. Awesome title there, but yeah, it's fucking awesome. It holds up to me. For me, it holds up against almost any other stuff. I haven't heard any Yes albums so far that I didn't like, so yeah, dig it. Now I have a band. I have some of their stuff on vinyl. I only really like their first 2 or 3 albums. This one's a definite classic. Self-titled Metal Church. This is a mandatory thrash album, power thrash, whatever you want to call it. It's just fucking killer. I don't know what I can say about them that you don't already know. Metal Church are from the U.S. They're we're from San Francisco. I want to say they moved to Seattle after that. But anyway, yeah, they've been around since the early 80s, and they fucking rule. Look them up. You don't know them. You probably already do. I don't know many people that don't at least know who Metal Church are. Next we have a band who I really fucking love, but have not put out that much great material in the last fucking 20 years. Rotting Christ with Rituals. I feel like this is their stronger album, their strongest album, at least out of the last 3 or so. It's pretty good. But still, I mean, it just doesn't quite scratch that Rotting Christ itch. You know what I mean? Like, quite often I want to hear some Rotting Christ, and never do I reach for any of their last 3, 4, 5, maybe even 6 albums. I'll listen to them once every couple of years just to remind myself what they sound like, and they just don't do anything for me. Theogenia was the last album that I thought was really good. This one I think is the best since then, but it's just, I don't know. I want the old Rotting Christ back, and I know it's not going to happen, so I still continue to buy their stuff. It's because I'm fucking retarded like that. Last up, we have a band who I'd only ever heard, I think, their first album. But this one really intrigued me when it was released. I've seen a lot of you guys that have YouTube channels talk about it, and just the fact that it was a 3-disc album, I mean, that doesn't happen so often. I had to get it anyway. It's the newest Swallow the Sun album, Songs from the North. As you probably know, I mean, everyone's showing it. It's a 3-disc album. It's got 1 disc that's just standard Swallow the Sun fare, melodic doom death that you've come to expect from them. Then they have a folk, just a pure, or I guess you could call it neo folk album, which I thought was boring as fuck. Not a big folk or neo folk fan. Maybe overall, I doubt it. I just don't like this stuff. And then the 3rd disc, I think is the best out of all 3, because even the first disc didn't do much for me. I don't like that melodic doom death sound anymore. I really liked it in like the early 2000s, and I still do like some of it, but so many bands did that sound, and I just got bored of it. But anyway, back to what I was trying to fucking talk about. That 3rd disc it's like a funeral doom album. I think that's the best way to describe it. Just slow, suffocating, extremely heavy doom death, which is something that they also haven't done. So it's very bleak. It's I don't know. I'm also not a big funeral doom guy. I do like some, but I know there are people out there that listen to way more than I do. So I'm kind of curious as to how they see it, standing up to other good funeral doom albums. I think it's pretty good. I've heard other funeral doom, some that I like, some that I absolutely fucking hate. Some of it's just so boring. But it was cool. I guess it was just cool to hear a band do something beyond what they usually do. And that's what they did on this release. They did 2 discs of stuff that they don't usually do. That's pretty, what's the word? Pretty, I don't know. It's pretty bold, to say the least. So, yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna conclude this fucking video. Got lots more stuff to show, so keep watching if I haven't bored you to tears yet. Subscribe, talk to me. Other than that, have a good weekend.